Humanly speaking, when we look back at the life of the Catholic Church in 2019, we could be disheartened. A growing number of Christians lost their lives in attacks by Islamists, for example in Sri Lanka, Philippines, Nigeria or Burkina Faso. And the worsening situation of the Church in countries such as China, Nicaragua or Venezuela reminds us of the years of the Cold War. There are wars that have been almost forgotten, like in eastern Ukraine. There is a very fragile Middle East, especially when we think of Iraq or Syria and Lebanon. But thankfully, there was also so much good news from the Church in all parts of the world. Through our activities, we are privileged to meet many bishops, priests, sisters and laity who through their actions remind us of the good being done by the Catholic Church. ACN showed them that they are not alone, and I think that by funding more than 5,200 projects in 139 countries, we could stand by the Church in some of its greatest suffering. If I had to focus on one particular region, I would highlight our help in the Middle East. It is in answer to a huge humanitarian crisis, especially in Syria, and wants to help stem the massive exodus of Christians from the region. Christians have a right to stay in their native land. Our material aid enables Christian families to survive, and in this way to also help Christians to remain in the Middle East. Their presence is not only important because of the social contribution they make in the education and health sectors, but also because it underpins pluralism and lasting peace in an endangered region. Last year, ACN was able to support 132 projects in Syria, despite all obstacles such as trade sanctions, travel bans, and asset freezes. In Iraq, half of our projects were for rebuilding the social spaces of the returned Christian communities of the Nineveh Plain, parish halls, funeral halls, kindergarten, because these, in addition to the church buildings, are the focal point of the Christian's life. It is here that as a minority they can come together and support each other in a still very unstable situation. The situation of our brothers and sisters in the cradle of our faith remains vulnerable, but we will continue to do all that is in our hands to support them.